What's going on, guys? Noah Sanford here, fishing with my boy Rylan right here. Just flipped on the screens with the brand new Bass Boat Technologies mounts. Check them out. Got my dad over here to the right in the bass boat, the Boulder City bass tackle boat over there. Yo! There he is. And we're doing a little mini tournament today. So he's only gonna be out here for an hour or two, I think. We're probably gonna stay till about dark. But he's gonna follow us where we're going here. And the first little bit here, we're gonna do a little mini tournament. So I don't know if we've established if it's 2 fish or 3 fish or...
Best 3.
Okay, the best 3 bass. So considering it's January 29th, we might not even catch 3 bass between both of us, but we'll see how it goes. Hey, birds and stripers don't count, because that's probably all he's gonna catch. All right, so we're gonna get out there to this first spot, start fishing.
All right, so here we are pulling up to the first spot, and basically Rylan and I and my dad both fish for the hour allotted time period, and I don't think any of us even get a bite. So that's January bass fishing at its finest right there. Typically you go out for a couple hours and maybe only get a few bites. Typically they're good bites though, and so we actually hook our first fish literally like 3 minutes after this quote unquote tournament ended. And so you're gonna see my dad pulling up here, and he shows off his monster that he catches.
Ready to lose? We're ready.
Bro's got nothing.
How many bites have you had? Oh, wait, none. No, watch this.
He probably has a carp in there.
You ready? Yeah. Got it on film?
Dude, you don't even have a fish.
You watch?
Go ahead.
It goes. Wait.
You don't even have a fish, bro.
There ain't no fish.
Diet Coke.
What is that? That, my friend. Oh, check it. Look. That is a keeper.
This guy, dude.
Most of what you catch in January is a Diet Coke. But anyways, all jokes aside, we pull up to this spot literally like 3 or 4 minutes later, and I hook this almost 3-pounder. So check it out, really nice fish here.
Well, I guess we don't need to fish the walls for a while.
That's a fish.
What was I just saying about it sucking? Yeah, it's a good one. Darn it! Should have had 15 more minutes.
I mean, it's not huge, but
Hey. Oh,
fish.
well, that's a good one. I didn't see him.
That's a nice one. Oh, he's dogging, dude. Come on this side.
It's bigger than you think.
Here, go where you sit. I'm gonna bring him right there. Ready? He's coming up right here. That's a nice one, dude.
That's a good 2.
That might be close to 3, dude. Look at that one, guys. Oh yeah, dude, that thing's a stud. Look at that one. Absolute beauty of a fish. Let's get on a weight on it just for fun.
Yeah. Dang it. He smells bassy.
Oh, he's so close. 285. Well, I know, right? Almost had a 3-pounder. He's about a 1/10 of an ounce jig head away, so there he is.
It's small.
Huh?
That thing's small, but he's so fat.
I know, he was maybe 15 inches.
Yeah.
I think most of the largemouth I've been catching have been built like that, short and stubby.
Yeah.
They're built like the Mojave smallmouth.
Yep.
But then the largemouth, or the smallmouth have been long and skinny. All right, quick little update for you guys. It is almost 4 o'clock, and we have caught that one fish and nothing else. So we've been at it for, I don't know, an hour and a half, and the bite's slow, man. I mean, that's January 29th for you on Lake Mead. The bite is gonna be slow, but like I've said the last couple weeks, usually the bites you do get, like that last fish, are quality fish. So we're gonna move to another spot and see what we can get.
So interesting thing to note here, this next spot you see us fishing at is only about 20 or 25 minutes later, and it's only about 5 or 6 miles from the last spot we were at, but you can really notice how, depending on what part you are in the lake, the conditions are always changing. We just went from nice and sunny, calm water to a little bit overcast here, not a ton of sunlight, and a lot of chop on the surface. So it really goes to show you that depending on where you are in the lake, the conditions are always changing and you always have to adapt. Interesting thing to note on that last fish though, if you rewind the video, you'll notice I hooked that bass right in the transition from sand to sharp rock. And so I really hammer that idea this time of year that these fish like to sit in those transitionary areas. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they think it's where prey is gonna go, but for some reason those fish are always in those transition areas. So keep an eye out for those when you're out. And another really interesting thing about this video, every single fish you see being caught was caught on some form of a jig, okay? They were different sizes. The one I caught earlier was a full-size jig. The one Ryland's about to catch is on a mini jig, only half the size, the one I was using. And then the last couple small ones we catch are on some sort of a variation, but all of them are on crawdad imitating baits. This time of year, I think a crawdad imitating bait or something slow on the bottom is one of the best ways to catch these bass because they don't want to work hard for a meal when the water's cold. Sure, every once in a while you can provoke a reaction bite, but for the most part, they're down there on the bottom, they're cold, and they just want to see something nice and slow going by their face that they can eat easily. Another thing too is all the retrieves we were using to get bit were different. I was kind of hopping my jig. Every once in a while I'd drag it. Ryland was primarily dragging it. Every once in a while, he would kind of just slow reel it. So don't get caught up in thinking you have to work your lure one way or the other, or you have to use one type of lure over another. This is a great example of a day where we both catch some quality fish using different techniques, different sizes of baits, and different retrieve styles. So go out there, and like I say a lot of times this time of year, guys, go to different areas because you're also going to see the two good fish we catch were in completely different areas and completely different conditions. So try all of those factors and don't get caught up with one thing. Go everywhere and do everything.
You're about to cross me. Let me get out of your way. Oh no, I'm in front of you. That is indeed a fish.
A couple taps, I'm like, oh, it's a rock.
Right on that boulder. It's not a bad one.
No, I get it, man.
What do you mean it's not a good one? That's like the same size as the one I just caught.
So the audio actually cut out here, but basically all Ryland was saying was that he was just dragging his jig really slow on the bottom, his finesse jig, went ahead and got a weight on it. It's just a few ounces lighter than the one I caught a little bit earlier. Still a really nice fish though, 2.5 pound largemouth this time of year on Lake Mead. I'll take it. And wrapping up the evening here, sun is going down, it's getting cold. We catch a few more little ones that you'll see here. Same thing, different kind of retrieves, different sizes of baits.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, sorry we kind of forgot to film the outro down on the water, so here we are, just put the boat on the trailer, getting everything strapped in, ready to drive back up the hill, but really seemed like the jig was the savior today, whether that was the full-size jig or the finesse jig. That's really the only thing we got bites on today. And I mean, that's no secret. I mean, that's wintertime fishing. You catch fish on jigs, drop shots, and finesse. That's about it. But that seemed to be the ticket today. So the few bites we got, like I said, they were good ones. So even though, you know, on my guided trips and whatnot, we're not catching a million fish, usually when we have more time than just the few hours that we did today, we'll catch 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 of those solid quality fish. So that's really the trade-off. Summertime, you get the quality and the numbers, same with fall. Springtime, it's a good mix of both. Wintertime, you really don't catch a whole lot other than a handful of fish, but they're usually solid bass. So that's kind of what the deal was today. Appreciate you guys tuning in and watching as always. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today. Noah Sanford, we will see you guys out on the water.